morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be putting some progressive shocks on the lowrider, improve that ride a little bit. So we've got a little bit of an unboxing here. This is progressive brand suspension, and we're going to be putting these on the lowrider today. I believe these are 1 inch taller than the stock shocks that I got. I wanted to increase the ride a little bit, the ride height a little bit, and these are supposed to be some pretty good shocks. So I've got the bike up on the new motorcycle jack I bought. Seems to be pretty solid. I've got it strapped to the jack also, so should be good to go for doing some work. So we'll be removing the stock shocks. Tools for today, we've got a 3/4 inch combination wrench. You'll need a T50 Torx head, a ratchet with a 3/4 inch socket. Now on these shocks, it says here that there's, for 2000 and later FX, DX, and T models use the 4 straight sleeves. All other models use the shouldered sleeves. So for my application, we're going to be using these shoulder sleeves that come with the kit. Those will go in the shock. So let's get these on the bike. I've had success with Progressive before. I had a Sportster 1200 custom, and I put Progressive shocks in. Actually, I put in the fork inserts too, for the front forks for the suspension up front. First thing we'll do is we'll take off the bottom. That's that T50. And righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So we'll take this bottom one off. Just like that, and set it to the side. Now we'll take off use our combination wrench and our 3/4 inch socket. I will be taking off these right here. So the combination wrench will go on this side, and then the socket will go on the outside. You always want to set a towel in here just to kind of protect things. So we'll kind of go like that, so it's protected. All right, let's get this off of here. Okay. All right. We also want to forgot about the lower part. That's going to swing over. Put a rag in here to protect your exhaust. Okay, you have your nut, your chrome shock cover. Also, you have a washer. Don't forget your little washer on there. There's a washer in front of the chrome cover and behind it. So you have two washers. Remove the shock. Put it over on your shelf with all your other stock parts that you've taken off. I'm kind of going with a chrome and black theme for my bike. So that's why I got the progressive black shocks. They have an load adjuster on the top. The twist, which is nice, you don't need a wrench. We'll get our bushings here. If I don't lose them. Okay. All right, so we got our bushings. They're a tight fit. So we'll take our put a shock on the vise. We have to put the sleeve into the shock. So that's what I'm doing over at the bench. So you know where I'm at. All right, get one side on. And it'll look like this right here when you got it installed. There we go. Got the sleeves in there. So we'll put the shock on the bike now. Okay, so these are an inch shorter. The stock ones are an inch shorter than these. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take off the bottom of the other shock so I can move the swing arm in place. So we want to do there's a nut on the other side, on the belt side. Watch your fingers. Okay. So, now we should be pretty much lined up on this side. So what I did here, I loosened this on the other side here, the bottom mount. It's got a nut on the inside that attaches the bolt to the swing arm. So I just disconnected that for right now. So that dropped the the whole suspension so I can put on the shock on this side. And then of course the other one will be lined up on the other side. So, all right. As always, we want to have some loctite. Loctite everything. Just have that be your motto. So we've got our blue loctite. Put some blue loctite on this bolt here. Good dollop on there. There we go. All right. Tighten her up. Sure she's good and snug. And there you go. Do the same on the top here. We'll put our washer that we took off from the inside. We'll put some Loctite on here. Like that. Our chrome cover on. Like that. Put on our other washer. And we'll put on our nut. All right. Now grab our combination wrench. Put it on this bolt here, and we'll tighten the nut up. And there you go. It's not too bad. Repeat on the other side. You know, you got the swing arm, has that nut on it. That's really the only difference. I think they look pretty good. It should improve the ride of the bike a little bit. Got your load adjustment right here. You don't need a wrench. This is a good looking shock. I think they're going to be good for, especially for 2-up riding. I got the heavy duty spring rate on these. That's suggested for if you do a lot of 2-up riding. Those look nice. I think they'll work out good. When you're working on, like I said, when you're working on your Harley or any motorcycle really, make sure you got it secured down to the jack. It's not going to go anywhere. Make sure your jack is secure, locked down. Make sure you cover things so they don't get scratched. So that'll be it for that project. Check off that box as being done. And we'll have some other projects coming out here on the lowrider, but thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see, please subscribe and like. Help support the channel. Got some more good content coming your way. As always, have a good one.